You know, it's so crazy to me because I'm asked so many times if I'm, resentful in any type of way for where the WNBA is right now.
Candace Parker finally said it. She spoke up and said exactly what Caitlin Clark fans have been pointing out all season long. And honestly, a lot of WNBA veterans did not want to hear it. But the league and especially the commissioner really needs to pay attention. We all hoped this new season would bring a better, more positive vibe for Caitlin and her fans. But critics are saying things have actually gotten worse. The jealousy, the double standards, and the bitter feelings? They are more obvious than ever. Take that crazy moment between Alyssa Thomas and Caitlin Clark. You know, when Thomas made hard contact right up near Clark's neck. Candace Parker did not stay quiet about that. She spoke out and made it crystal clear, player safety and fair treatment actually matter. The WNBA legend made total sense. She cut through all the noise and gave everyone a real wake-up call. Maybe now people will actually stop and think. 'Cause right now it feels like the better Caitlin plays, the more drama gets thrown her way. So what exactly did Candace Parker say to shut down the haters and call out the league? Let's break down her real words. But first, if you are enjoying this video, please drop a quick like and hit that subscribe button. Believe it or not, over 83% of people watching right now are not subscribed yet. It is totally free, it takes just 1 second, and it means the absolute world to us. Did you click it? Awesome. Thank you so much. Now, let's get right back into the video.
But I've often used the line, Shay, that I'll share with you because I don't know if I've ever used it while you've been on the air with me. If it walks like a duck and it quacks like a duck, it ain't a damn mongoose. I've said that many, many times over the years. There is a flagrant level of resentment that exists when it comes to Caitlin Clark. And it has existed since she has arrived in the league. She is the cash cow. Just recently, a couple of days ago, I think, we saw her and another player, I think it was Alyssa Boston or whatever, we saw them be the top 2 vote getters for the WNBA All-Star game so far. Every time.
When Candace Parker saw the clip of Alyssa Thomas hitting Caitlin Clark in the back of the neck, she didn't hold back. Look, Candace knows tough basketball. She spent years battling the most physical players in WNBA history. But to her, what Alyssa Thomas did went way too far. It wasn't tough defense, it was a cheap shot. Parker pointed out something really important that most people are afraid to say out loud. There is a huge difference between playing aggressive defense and targeting a player who isn't looking. Back in Parker's day, the game was rough, sure. But if you had a problem, you faced your opponent directly. You didn't wait for them to turn around to launch a surprise attack. But it gets worse. Parker was even more upset by how Alyssa Thomas acted after the incident. Instead of owning up to a bad foul, Thomas played the victim, telling the media, "Damned if I do, damned if I don't." That response? It only made Candace Parker madder. True champions take responsibility when they put another player in danger. Parker basically said that when players know they can't compete through pure skill, they resort to dirty tactics. And that just proves how special Caitlin Clark really is. Clark has a legendary basketball IQ and elite vision. But instead of just focusing on her game, she constantly has to worry about pointless hits when she least expects it. Parker sent a massive warning to the WNBA. If you let players take cheap shots without real consequences, you set a dangerous precedent. Tells less skilled players they can stay relevant just by playing dirty, and it teaches young kids watching at home the exact wrong lesson. Just 22 years old, Caitlin Clark is dealing with more pressure and physical targeting than most athletes experience in a lifetime, all while being the face of women's basketball. But Parker made a bold prediction. All these cheap shots are only going to make Clark stronger and fuel her drive to dominate through pure excellence. By standing up for Clark, Parker is safeguarding the integrity of the game itself. The WNBA is at a major crossroads. They can either protect their stars and help the league grow or keep letting questionable tactics ruin the product on the floor. So, what do you think? Was Candace Parker too harsh, or was she completely right? How should the WNBA balance tough, physical basketball with player safety? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. The best debates happen right there. And if you want the latest updates and deep dives into the basketball world, make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications. Click the video on your screen right now, and we'll see you in the next one.